This is Rebecca Pico from Guardians of Honor, and I'm going to be giving everyone an update on our ongoing project, the LSAM Digital Library. So an introduction first about Guardians of Honor. We are a federal contractor that specializes in grants management. We were founded in 1997. We've been supporting the National Science Foundation since 2004. And we're really excited to be part of the LSMCE leadership team and to be supporting this initiative. The presentation today, we're first going to start with an overview of the projects and its support for the LSMCE objectives. And then I'll briefly summarize what we've accomplished over the last couple of years and the next steps in the following year, and walk through the LSAM Digital Library interface and review some key functionality features. And we'll end with some links and resources and a Q&A session. So the LSAM Digital Library project started back in March of 2013. Guardians of Honor is the LSMCE team lead for the Digital Library project. Our charge is to design, develop the LSAM Digital Library, which is composed of historical program records, such as data, reports, articles, white papers, videos, publications. And the project is being accomplished in a phased approach. So phase 1 and phase 2 have already been completed, and we are waiting to begin phase 3, but hopeful that that will start in the next few months. So during phase 1, we assessed historical program information, and we developed and disseminated a portable media impact report viewer application. There will be a link to that web-based application at the end of this presentation. And then during phase 2, which is also complete, we did a more thorough needs analysis and incorporated all of that information into the functionality and features outline that you're going to see later in the presentation. We also inventoried, digitized, and cataloged thousands of historical program records. We developed the catalog and the metadata. The metadata are key features of the digital library that are going to help the community be able to search and use these historical records in a more useful manner. And then how the digital library is actually supporting the Lowestoft Midwest Center of Excellence objectives are linked to the 3 objectives that you see up on the screen right here. So the LSAM Digital Library supports Objective 1 by increasing access to over 30 years of information documenting what works in undergraduate programs preparing underrepresented minority students for advanced degrees and careers in STEM fields. And you'll be able to see part of this in the data tag feature, which is part of the metadata. So look for the data tag feature later in the presentation when we're going through the mock-ups. The digital library supports Objective 2 because the LSAM Digital Library is going to serve as an online repository to showcase best practices that grantees, partners, and stakeholders can leverage to increase the success of programs that are attracting and retaining the underrepresented minority students in STEM undergraduate programs. And then you can see this incorporated into our metadata when you look for the best practice flag later in the mock-ups. And we're supporting Objective 3 because the LSAM Digital Library navigation and search features are aligned to the evidence-based best practices of the LSAM model. So that's going to help non-LSAM partners to better understand the key elements of the LSAM program and Alliance's success. So just a quick overview of what's been accomplished to date. And really this presentation is updating the community on the results from phases 1 and 2, and which are being used to implement in phase 3 when we're building and launching the actual digital library and making it available online to the public. So during phase one, again, we inventoried thousands of historical records. We developed a pilot application, which is the impact report viewer application, and conducted a needs assessment. Then phase two, we identified the key collection characteristics of the historical records, developed catalog, metadata, and search features, finalized these recommendations in concert with LSMCE and stakeholders, presented the mock-ups to the LSMCE leadership team and stakeholders, and finalized the specifications. So what you're going to see in this presentation is the result of the system specifications that were developed in phase two. So the following LSAMP Digital Library mockups are going to provide a draft of the planned user interface and functionality for the LSAMP Digital Library. We will be presenting at the upcoming LSMCE annual conference, and we're looking for input both on this webinar today and at that conference in the next couple weeks, actually. So we're open to additional recommendations. So please keep notes and ideas as we go through these different web pages, and we'll have time at the end of the presentation for discussion, and we'd love to hear your thoughts, both now or feel free to run things by colleagues, and we'll see you at the LSMCE annual conference in a couple weeks. So the design theme maintains consistency with the existing LSMCE website, so if it looks familiar, that is why. The home page is this is the landing page for the website. It's going to feature a Google-like search bar where users can enter keywords and select to search the search bar over to the right here. And then the search will crawl the OCR text, which is in the PDF files, and the metadata to find the keywords which have been entered. Here, the user has selected advanced search, and the results of clicking on this icon are detailed on the next page. On the left side of the screen is a live feed that uses website metrics to populate the top 10 most clicked documents. This feature is optional, but it's something that we're proposing as a good idea. So if the advanced search is selected, then metadata-based filters will appear on the screen. So users will be able to search using keywords only, or keywords and filters, or filters only. So for instance, you could just click best practices here and click search, and you'll see all of the documents, videos, posters, which have been tagged as a best practice. And or you could select best practice and a component of the LSAMP model and just see, for instance, best practices in mentoring. And all of those documents are going to show up on the next page. So here is an example of what a search may return and what it will look like. So as you can see, you have the name of the document or the artifact. You have some identifying features such as this is an impact report. This is a best practice. This is related to LSAMP. This is related to Bridge to the Doctorate. And then there's icons below each of those so you can easily see, oh, this has data in it. The California State LSAMP 1993 to 2011 impact report has data and best practices, for instance. So we're trying to make it both functional but also very user-friendly and visual. So all of these icons are based upon existing metadata that's been coded into the document. So we have a data icon, a best practices icon, etc. And then this is an example of an actual what an actual library content or document would look like in a PDF once selected. So when a search result link is clicked, a PDF will open into a new window, and it will allow the PDF to be downloaded, printed, etc. For non-PDF files, the file will open in appropriate software based on user computer preferences for that file type. So other portions of the website other than the search features and the documents, there's proposed to be an LSAMP page. So these web pages will present information about the program and its impacts, as well as additional resources and publications of interest to the user community. So right now there's a history of the program page, a program impacts page, and a resources and publications page under LSAMP. And then under the digital library web pages, these will present information about the actual LSAMP Digital Library project, as well as the Lewis Stokes Midwest Center of Excellence, and Guardians of Honor. And of course, a contact us page, and there will be an email form that you can submit inquiries straight through the website as opposed to going into your email browser. And then this is just a reminder that the LSAMP Impact Report Viewer application, which is a clickable map application, which houses all of the current, I believe current, impact reports for the alliances, is available online. So you can use the links on this page to disseminate it to peers, partners, institutions, other institutions of higher education you're looking to partner with, to K through 12 schools, whoever you want to know about what the LSAMP program is doing. It's a really great way to increase knowledge about the program. So that is the update. So feel free to turn mics on if they're not already on, and ask questions, give feedback.
Go ahead and ask questions through the chat room. I'm not going to turn everybody's mic on. It can get a bit on.
So LSMCE posts all of the webinars online. I'd be happy to provide you with a PDF of the presentation. I just need to run that through my superiors both at GOH and LSMCE. No problem. Yes, Deb, this was a quick one. No problem. Thanks, Deb. So overall, to the people who did get to see the presentation, are we liking what we're seeing? Are we thinking that it's going to be helpful? Okay, so Keenan is new. Welcome, Keenan. And yes, so hopefully when you see us at the conference, we can explain a little bit more about what is actually included in the digital library. I think that will help you, the different types of documents. I think that will help you understand how it will be useful to you. I think Marika is probably part of the LSAM community, and so she knows what she's been developing and what's in here. Any other questions or feedback on the site itself? Things that we'd like to see more of, especially in the search features?